G'day, my name is Laura Baer, your local Aussie Girl Realtor, and I work for Porchlight Real Estate Group. Today, I wanted to talk about the top 10 concerns people have when considering selling their home. Number one is the price. That's always a tricky one because you don't want to undervalue your home, but you also don't want it to sit on the market if you price it too high. So again, find a reputable realtor to work with who can run comps with you and knows the market well and can price your house ready to sell. Second would be getting it ready. That can be a daunting task, having to declutter. I know my home, like the basement, is just full of junk, and the thought of having to ever get that organized is already overwhelming. Obviously, doing touch-up paint, deep clean, things of that nature are always highly recommended. Number three is finding a buyer. And I know that sounds silly, but there's always that risk of what if there's not a buyer out there that loves your home as much as you do. Number four is negotiating the price. Now, where the market a year ago, that wasn't really a concern. Everyone was paying well over market price for these homes, over asking offers, it was crazy. Now, it's a little bit more flexible. And I am starting to see some decreases in home prices here and there, especially on the higher end homes. So the buyer does have a little bit more leverage. So you want to make sure that you're not getting under market value for your property, because that's not a good feeling. Number five is closing on the sale. Now, if you have a typical 30-day close, that can be the longest month of your life. And there's lots of dates and deadlines that you have to adhere to. And that can be stressful, especially if you're working full time, if you have kids at home, whatever the stresses may be in your life. It's hard to keep on top of everything, make sure you're meeting those deadlines, and then getting your house packed up and ready to move out. Number six is the actual process of moving out, finding a good company to come clear your things up and pack them up that isn't going to cost you an arm and a leg, because my God, they are so expensive. And it's also hard to sometimes move out of this home that you've made so many memories in. Number seven is dealing with those taxes. Nobody likes them, but everyone has to pay them. It's just part of the process. And unfortunately, if you make a lot of profit on your property, they're gonna come get you for it. Number eight is dealing with all that paperwork. There is so much paperwork to sign along the way. Again, if you have questions, ask them. When you're at the closing table, ask the title or ask the closer, hey, what does this mean? What am I signing? You have the right to do that, and I highly encourage you to if you don't know what you're signing. Number nine is dealing with those emotions. Selling a home can be an emotional roller coaster. Sometimes it can be an amazing thing because you're ready to close that chapter and move on to the next, but sometimes it can be a really sad thing. Like sometimes people have to sell a home, not because they necessarily want to. Number 10 is making sure you get that money. Like when you close, when the buyer closes, how long before you get that money? How long before you can pay off that loan that's been hanging over your head? These are all things to consider when selling your home. Again, my name is Laura Baer and I'm a local realtor in Colorado. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see the next videos that I post, and don't hesitate to reach out with any questions.